68 years. That's how long it has been since a United States president has made a speech in DC on the 4th of July. But with a single tweet, President Donald Trump shattered this long-standing Independence Day norm. So, what have presidents done on the 4th of July, and who are they? While many Americans celebrate the 4th of July with fireworks and parades, most United States presidents have stayed away from the festivities. For example, President Dwight Eisenhower famously used the holiday to play golf while he was in office, while some presidents fled DC altogether. In 1928, President Calvin Coolidge went trout fishing in Wisconsin, and President Franklin Delano Roosevelt spent the 1934 holiday in the Bahamas. For the nation's bicentennial in 1976, Gerald and Betty Ford simply watched the 4th of July fireworks from the White House portico. Both Presidents Barack Obama and George W. Bush spent Independence Day welcoming new Americans by overseeing naturalization ceremonies.
Happy 4th of July. What a perfect way to celebrate America's birthday. The world's oldest democracy with some of our newest citizens.
Typically, presidential participation in 4th of July festivities is seen as taking away from the day of bipartisanship. But some presidents have chosen to make the event political. President Harry Truman spoke at the Washington Monument to a packed mall of 150,000 people in 1951 about the progress of the Korean War. President Richard Nixon organized an event in Washington in 1970 called Honor America Day. Critics saw it as a way to encourage support for the Vietnam War, and the protests occurred along the reflecting pool. The night ended with police releasing tear gas on the anti-war demonstrators. While most presidents haven't made 4th of July overly political, some don't worry about the extravagance. In 2016, President Barack Obama hosted Janelle Monáe and Kendrick Lamar, who both performed in the East Room of the White House. But in 2019, President Trump is set to host one of the most extravagant 4th of July celebrations to date, as it will include a speech from him, a military flyover, 2 fireworks displays, and a VIP section for friends, family, and members of the military.